Hi guys, welcome back to MK Sportscars and Kit Car Direct. We're in the workshop talking about today the RX-5. So it's the next demo car that we are building. You're putting a sort of separate feature on this to give you an idea of the progress where we're going through. First of all, we talked about the wrap, and hopefully if you haven't seen it already, our challenges, shall we say, of doing the wrap. It looks good at 50 paces, it's all right, it looks okay, but it's a lovely colour. The blue looks really strong. But if you haven't seen that, rewind that and you can see the swear jar getting topped up quite nicely with Lewis and Andy trying to wrap the panels. So fair play to the guys that do wrap that for a living. Hats off to you, good job. But let's get on with the RX-5. So you can see straight away, she's off the axle stands or off the build trolley, and straight away she's on the deck now. Quite a bit has changed since then. So we didn't have really front corners on. The front corners were on, but none of the wing stays. So we got the RX-5 wing stays that are our ones that bolt up, we fabricate, and then they bolt into the caliper brackets and the bottom bracket, and then you bend them accordingly depending on your wheel size. They're sort of a universal bracket. We've got a 205/60 13-inch on the front here. They fill that arch to the max. I mean, literally just about in, because for IVA, you've got to make sure that this radius, the tyre isn't protruding outside of it. So they'll put a piece of flat plastic there as angles, which is a 30-degree angle front and rear to make sure it meets those fields of angle. And then you make sure that you have the rear vision indicator in here. That angle is for the 5-degree rear angle test as well. So your side repeater in there. It's got our removable headlight brackets on it. We do our bracket here where we bolt it in, just down here, and comes up, and it has all of them in one. So you've got the indicator, and so indicator here, headlight in there. And if you're doing some track day racing, if you want to do that, because this class now, this car, the RX-5, 140 brake-ish horsepower we expect, can run in the 750 Motor Club now under Class D, which is 230 brake horsepower ton. 230 brake horsepower per tonne is still quite a lot. You're still going to have an absolute blast. So this will be eligible for that championship, which is why we're going to have a little, probably dabble in it with this particular car. And then you can see the front end's gone on, it's down. We've got some CXRs and some Toyos on there at the moment. We may be changing out the Toyos to something else. Keep them on as a road car, but if it goes on track for what the tyres that are required, we may step up the tyres. Now, something that we normally do, what we've seen here, last time you didn't see it, but Joe's have now made a sort of cold air intake, really. So it's going in, we've made this aluminium box, and then when it sips over the nose cone, it actually then creates a nice sealed area, so we can then fit in cold air feed nicely into that. So it's lots on the brackets on here. This secures the nose cone underneath, and if you want to, it's already got the holes here for an oil cooler. And then you can mount the top bracket, gets fixed into here. So if you want to mount an oil cooler, we can do at a later date. But if we just slip this on for a second, pop that on there, give it a wiggle and a jiggle, pop that on. You can see now this goes in and drives it in there, and it seals underneath here. So now we've got a nice cold air intake separated from the radiator, the fan and everything else. So might squeeze a couple of more horses, we know, we'll see. But it's a nice little feature for it. All the exhaust is done. We've done them with the wiring. We've got temporary, the bulkhead's all done, but we've temporarily hooked it up because we've wired in the ECU. It's got Motorsport Electronics ECU on it now. We've done a reroute kit, which is from here and out. You can go the other way. We do it this way, but everybody's different. Header tank fill up from here onto your existing Mazda one. This is normally used for the heater matrix, but we use it to use for the header tank because it goes into the bottom hose. So it's nice and simple. Exhaust is all done, that's all trimmed off, and then if we move around into the interior, we've now got the dashboard in, and we've also fitted the can check gauge. That's canvassed across then, so from the ECU. So Motorsport Electronics ECU. So that's a nice little feature. It'll be able to give us oil pressure, oil temperature, a few other things. It does RPMs, it does clock, I think it does loads of different things features wise. It's a nice little thing, and it keeps the instrument standard, which we wanted. And then we've just got the standard switch gear down here and a battery kill switch with our standard Mazda column. So it's all nice, neat and tidy. Actually, we'll see if she starts. It won't run particularly well, still needs a bit of mapping doing anything else, but we'll give it a go. So she runs now, it's all wired up and running. We just got to do some fine tuning because it's on a standard, complete standard. We used to tune in, all the maps we've got are all for turbo stuff because we don't normally run the standard ECU, sorry, Motorsport Electronics ECU on a standard engine. But we're going to give it a go and get it tuned, dialed in, make it all wonderful and nice. So now we've got the rear arches. I know this is a bit further away. We've got the rear arches all on, the LED lights, and just the number plate light for IVA and things like that. We're going to have a rain light, fog light up here in this area, which we'll do and fix it on. Then it's just a boot cover and then seats. Now, talking about seats, grab it, stay there, don't go away. Coming right at you. We've got this particular seat, which you hadn't seen, I think it was in the week or last week we spoke about it, which is the wider seat. Which really is, it's 20mm wider than stock, and it doesn't sound a lot, but it is. These are going to be going into this demo car. We wasn't sure what we was going to put in originally, but they're really strong. We've just had our harness holes at the back there chopped out quite nicely. So they all line up really smart, and that seat goes into there, and it literally fills the whole cockpit. So if you are Lewis, who's behind the camera, in fact, give me the camera, Lewis. Here's Lewis. Lewis is a giant. Lewis is 6'2", 38-inch waist.
Yeah, 36, I'd say, on a good day.
38, he's lying. 36, he fits in there very, very comfortably. So 6'2", very comfortable in the car. And then all harness ties lighten up. And this is, again, for IVA and also for racing to make sure your seatbelts aren't chafing in the air as the harness holes are nice and big, ready for that. We've just got to cut in the side ones. And they'll be available to purchase. They'll be on the website very, very shortly. Again, so if you are a bigger, stouter person, it's going to be perfect for you, and we'll put them in this so the demo car will be able to talk about that. So on some temporary wheels on the rear, because we're talking about wheels. We don't know what to put on this. At the moment we've got some CXRs on the front where we are kicking about, and we've got some of these wheels that we are kicking about, so we can geo the car up. But now I think it's the time to talk about new wheels. We've got something new. Let's go to the office and let me show you what was coming very, very, very soon. Right, so we just moved into my office because this is new. 2025, we're going to be some news. We've got new seats. We're always looking to launch new products, really, and there are going to be some other things. Well, we've got up my sleeve that we're going to throw out into production, and hopefully by next few months. But this one is a new alloy wheel. So it's our own brand of wheel. It's MK branded, MK in the wheel. It's rather smart, I think. So it's a 13-inch wheel. 13 by 7. We're only going to be running them in 13 by 7s. It's pretty much a stock size that we run on all of our Cup 200 cars. We run on our Mazda cars, Sprint 185, all 13 by 7s. It's lightweight, 4.8 kilos. So that's very competitive in the marketplace for a 13 by 7. So it's sub 5 kilo wheel, 4.8 is pretty light. Very nicely detailed. So the VR ones, they're going to be available very, very soon. Got the MK logo in here. Probably Lewis can't see that. Got the little MK logo in here, and it will come with the MK logo centre badge as well. It's a powder coated painted wheel, and then it's machined on the outside and then clear coated afterwards. So really nice quality, very lightweight. I'm super excited to be seeing them coming in through production. They're going to be about, this is the prototype one that we've had done. The production started now, I reckon about 3, maximum 4 months, but we are going to be selling into these first order. We've got, I think, 2 pallets coming of wheels. So if you want to get yourself in the queue, they're going to be available on the website. You can purchase them for the pre-order for the first ever batches of these wheels to come out. They're all done simulated, so you won't about, oh, what they tested, etc. All the alloy wheels nowadays are pre-tested out in simulators and on CAD to make sure the strength and structure is there as well. But no, thumbs up if you think you like it. I think it's a stonky design. They're all going to be the same, so we're doing them in a Mazda 4x100 offset on here, or Ford 4x108. And they are all going to be the 7-inch by 20, I think it is, offset. So, or 24 offset. So that will basically fit any of our cars that you've got there. Probably will fit some other vehicles, you know, 7 style cars in the marketplace as well. But the main goal is to have the MK Sportscars branded wheel, which we're super, super happy with. I mean, I like it. The VR ones coming to you for 2025. So if you're unsure and you want questions on it, give us a phone call here, speak to Andy and Neil in sales, and they can talk you through the wheels and what it is really suitable for your application as well. So super happy with that. And talking about things that are going on as well in 2020, we're going to have our first open day very, very, very soon, as in 2 weeks time. We decided to kick off a little bit earlier than normal actually. So February the 1st, Saturday that is, we're going to be having our first open day. A little bit of difference. We're going through all our stocks. We're going through all the warehouses, going through that. We've got a lot of stuff here. Stuff that we've discontinued or we don't use anymore. Some of it's like seconds or whatever we're selling off. We're going to have a bit of a clearance day. So we're down in the showroom area out the front there. We're going to be filled up with parts. It could be alloy wheels, could be dashboards, fiberglass bits, carbon bits. I have no idea. Exhaust systems. We've got so much stuff kicking about. We're going to be having a bit of a clearance sale there. So if you want to come along and probably pick up a bit of a bargain because you're doing your winter project still, it'd be a great day to come along. So I can't tell you everything's going to be there. Keep an eye on socials. We'll give you a post out when we get it all out ready for the February the 1st. That's Saturday the February the 1st for our first open day. Keep an eye on the socials. We've got a lot more calendar dates coming up now, and we'll be posting that probably in the next 7 to 14 days of our full calendar for the year. There's a lot of events because after that, straight away, end of February, we're at Race Retro as well. We'll be exhibiting the Cup 200, the Mazda car, probably the Sprint car as well. That'll be going on, and that's at the Stoney Showground. Well, you know Stoney Showground, if you did do kit cars before, that's where we'll be exhibiting. So yeah, if you want to get into the VR1s, what a stonking wheel, or if you want to know more about the Mazda RX-5 range, the Sprint range, the Cup 200 cars, the Booster cars, then give us a call, phone call, email, or come and see us here at the factory at MK Sportscars. We will look forward to seeing you. The kettle is always on. That's it for this week, guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.